Hi. Hello,
Hello.
everyone. And welcome to the Cracker Cold Ones podcast, where a couple of guys are going to enjoy some recently opened chilled beverages and pretend like we know what we're talking about. I'm guy number one, Grayson.
I'm guy number 2, Jaime.
And I'm guy number 3, Kyle.
Let's crack into it.
Hell yeah.
It's good to be back, baby. It's been a minute. How are y'all doing?
Can't complain. Living life.
Fun fact, I don't get to see them outside of the podcast, so this is the first time I've seen them in weeks,
Yeah, in person. Yeah.
except for the other times y'all have been by. So today we're gonna kind of recap some of the stuff we missed. There wasn't a ton going on, so we had some illness, we had some not feeling good, some tummy troubles. So we just figured we'd take a little hiatus. We had a little bit of the ick flowing, giggity. So some of this has passed, kind of, but we're gonna just run through some of these. Stephon Diggs was found not guilty in trial. So in theory, he's in free agency and available for a team to pick up. It's come out a decent amount of him having some locker room troubles and off the field troubles. So I don't know how much interest there will be, but he was a bit of a pillar of the team for the Patriots. So I could see him getting picked up somewhere else. Who knows?
Yeah, he's a literal walking red flag.
Yeah, in all honesty.
Yeah, I feel like that's been around him since he's been with the Vikings, and
True.
people keep picking out talent's talent. I do think he's on the downslope. I don't know how long he'll be around for. He may not get picked up. I mean, he might get picked up, but I feel like he's almost in the same boat as was it Keenan Allen? Keenan Allen hasn't been picked up either.
Isn't Keenan Allen still in the Chargers or no? I mean, OBJ wasn't picked up, but that's a bit of a different story.
No.
Isn't Keenan Allen on the Chargers right now?
Oh, he was on the Bears.
I don't know.
Maybe I'm mistaken with the wrong guy.
Maybe I'm mistaken with the wrong guy. But either way, I think there's a decent chance someone will take a shot on him. He was productive enough with the Patriots that I could definitely see it. Aaron Rodgers is officially in Pittsburgh. Go ahead and give a clap for your favorite player. He signed a one-year deal, and he did say that he's going to retire after this year. I don't believe him, but he could technically do that.
Yeah, it seems like he's going to retire. He was pretty serious about it. I mean, he is going to turn 43 in, December? In the middle of everything?
But that's a whole season away, and Aaron Rodgers loves to say things I'm going to treat it like he's retiring. And that'll be one of the greatest to do it, leaving the league. That's something to celebrate. But I'm not going to hold my breath on him retiring either. I would be completely unsurprised if he has a huge thing, he retires, and then he's back in the next season on a random team.
He should have retired this season because who knows how the Steelers are going to perform this season.
But
usually when they give their last hurrah, it's the team is ready to go, and the Steelers are still figuring out a ton of stuff.
This is not a team pushing the playoffs, but this is a him and McCarthy victory lap vibe, I guess, of him just doing the NFL tour. So good for him. Get your flowers, have some fun. I hope he doesn't it would be awful if he got injured. I don't want to wish that on him. I really hope he comes through clean and just has a fun year. I don't think they're going to be competitive at all, but who knows?
There's a couple things with that. I think him finally saying this is his last year, him finally saying this is going to be his last year, kind of speaks volumes because he never said that when he was with the Jets, even after the injury.
True.
He didn't say that when he was going in with the Steelers on their first year. He'd always say he doesn't know. The fact that this is his first year saying this will be my last year, I'm leaning more towards this will probably be his last year. As far as him coming back to the Steelers, though, I think that hurts the Steelers more because if anything, it's going to give the Steelers more wins, and they don't need more wins. They almost need to just tank. They're not in a position. They're not in a position to win. I don't think a mid to late round first, depending on how well they do, is going to help them nearly as much as it would if they got in the top 10, especially next year's draft.
A super stack draft, but the management has said that they are not planning to do anything but go hard, and that this is their year type energy, which is truly insane energy. This is not a ready to win roster.
Yeah.
They did get a little bit better, but not by much, and the roster's still really old. You don't really have any plans for after Aaron Rodgers. everything about this screams like this is a down year, and that's fine. They haven't had a down year in like 50, but if they're just going to run it back, I think they're going to end up being in that middling spot where they're like, 7-9 or something, and it's just not going to be a great draft pick, and they're going to continue to be butt until they actually have an awful year.
Fair. Yeah. I mean, I can't agree with that anymore. How you feeling about Jason Kidd though?
Who did he coach for? I don't remember. Who did...
Obviously, he's a huge NBA fan. The Dallas Mavericks.
Oh, good. Mavs suck. That's all I got to say. Rashee Rice has 30 days jail time for failing a urinalysis. That's the military term. What do they call it? Drug test. He tested positive for marijuana, the devil's lettuce, and he's out for 30 days in jail.
In California, right?
In Cali, I believe, yeah.
Of all states.
Rashee Rice, man. I can't believe they didn't get a wide receiver to, like, fix up this room. It's insane.
Isn't it legal in California to smoke? Or is
it might be an NFL policy.
Was it? Okay.
Or no, it was, no, he was
So
arrested.
on probation? Or something that was against one of those things? Like,
I actually, he probably is, because he's got all kinds of allegations and stuff going on, so.
Yeah, it had to have been, because they wouldn't just randomly drug test him, let alone go to
Yeah.
for that.
But it's just another in a long list of issues that he's had off the field. Like, I don't even have anything else to say about it besides that. Like, you can't depend on the guy. It shouldn't impact the season in theory unless they take action towards him. And it's not like a huge infraction or something. It's like smoking weed. But at the end of the day, it's like just another thing that will impact his image, his ability to be on the field potentially. Is a bad look for the wide receiver one of the Chiefs currently. A Chiefs team that is really struggling, like receiving wise. So
Yeah.
definitely not great. But how about Jason Kidd being out as the coach of Dallas? I know. Devon Achane got a contract with Miami. I believe he's getting like $100 million. He's breaking the running back market, man. It's truly nuts to me. Like, Jahmyr Gibbs and Bijan Robinson are going to get truly historic contracts because both of them are better than Devon Achane, in my opinion. Not to take anything from Achane. Achane's the other. Travis Etienne was the one that changed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he's like an easy top 5 running back, but I wouldn't put him in the top 3 necessarily. So the fact that what?
Who would you put in the top 3?
Jahmyr Gibbs, Bijan Robinson, and then I think you can make an argument for a couple of guys, but I would probably lean like Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley, like one of those.
Okay. Yeah.
You know?
Saquon Barkley, I can agree with. Derrick Henry, no.
I mean, I still think he's got it. I think you can definitely talk him out of it and put Achane like in those spots, but like he's not in a consensus like top 2 or something. And the fact he's getting more than some quarterbacks is insane.
I will say I'm very glad the Jets signed Brees the day before.
Yeah, because otherwise that contract would have been
because he wouldn't have
giant.
wanted as much, but it would have jumped a lot.
Yeah.
I also love the video that came out where like the Lions and the Falcons were both like talking.
Yeah,
it was like a little parody, and they were like, "We're gonna have to pay an ungodly amount now."
Yeah, I mean, because they're gonna have to. Like, the market is completely fucked at this point. I mean, you have to give Jahmyr Gibbs like 110, 120, unless he's willing to take a much smaller one. But like, that's what he's earned at this point. He's, in my opinion, like, you can kind of argue Bijan, but I do think Jahmyr Gibbs is the best running back in the league right now. He is nuts. So you're gonna look at that and be like, yeah, no, we'll give you a little less than Achane. Like, he's gonna have to be willing to take quite the pay cut. The running back market is completely in the can right now, but we'll see.
Yeah, it just sucks that he plays for Miami. So
yeah, I mean, they do have the
how
money
far
to
will
pay
he
him.
really go?
No, he won't. But they have the money to pay him $100 million, so maybe that's the argument. Other teams will use like, listen, man, we actually have other players on the team. We can't just give you that much. In some more controversial news, we're not going to dive too much into it, but the Attorney General in Florida has a case against the NFL with the Rooney Rule, essentially saying that there is the rules that are in place for the NFL in their like hiring and their drafting process and some things like that. They have they have things in place to consider minorities, and it's being argued that that is not giving opportunities to like other ethnicities. So because they're looking at minorities, those jobs could potentially not go towards others. And the argument is that this needs to be purely based on merit. The NFL is arguing against it. And again, we're not trying to get super political about it, but it is something that could potentially impact the way that the NFL operates. So we wanted to bring it up. If anybody else wants to talk about it, you can, say anything you'd like, but I wasn't going to dive super deep into it.
Say your piece or hold it forever. Or how does that saying go? Essentially, it's a rule that's put in there, and he's not playing nice. So, and that's what's getting figured out at this moment. And like Grayson said, it's kind of a political discussion. If you want to go into it in the comments, fine. But we're not going to go too deep into it. Yeah. But essentially, it's like
it's just people arguing to try to give like equal opportunity, which is a positive thing.
Yeah.
But it gets into a lot of stuff.
I'll just say one thing, and it's going to be very much so just a kind of equal stance as far as both sides. I just think it shouldn't be about the race, or it should just be about who's most qualified, who's best for the position. That's all really I think it comes down to. So whether or not the person's whatever race they may be, whatever gender, I think at the end of it should just only come down. But I understand why they put it in there, because there's times where like the minority group or the opposite sex, or like women, would not be looked at first.
Yeah. So it's just meant to give those people the look that they may not have otherwise, which is a positive thing, but it can swing the pendulum too far the other way. And that's the thing that's up for debate right now.
Yeah, on whether or not it's fully affecting it, where now they're only hiring someone because of the sexuality and or race of them.
Yeah.
So, but I don't think that's the case. I think it's just kind of opening up and allowing the people that weren't given that opportunity before an opportunity. But yeah. I think so. It comes down to just just like in football, best availability.
Yeah, and hopefully that's where we'll end up, no matter which way it goes. Like I just want to see everybody get the opportunity and see what happens. So if more comes from that, we'll definitely bring it up. There's a good solid chance of some policy changes from it and some differences moving forward. So we'll see what happens. Would you like to take the next one, K2?
I would love to take the next one. Okay. I'll kind of give a quick little debrief of what it is it's going to be about. It's going to be about Russell Wilson deciding whether or not he's going to sign a contract with the Jets and or just go to TV or whatever else he may do. Personally, I would like to see him not come to the Jets, mainly because we did just draft Cade Klubnik. I don't think he's going to be a superstar. We're not going to draft a quarterback next year because of it. But I think if you bring in Russell Wilson, let's say Geno goes down and you bring in Russell Wilson, they're going to put Russell over a fourth-round quarterback who's a rookie just because it's Russell Wilson. I think allowing Cade Klubnik to get a little bit of playtime next year, whether it may be late in the season because we're just losing too much, and or if Geno goes down, give him an opportunity. At that point, your starting quarterback went down. I don't see an issue with putting in Cade Klubnik. I don't think we're going to have a fighting chance anyway, so it might get to the point, let's say he gets hurt by week 5 or 6. If we're like 1-5 or like 0-6, throw in Cade, let him play. At least give him the opportunity to allow him to secure a backup spot next year with whoever we decide to take. Because I wouldn't hate, we took him the 4th round. I realistically wouldn't hate if we had Cade Klubnik just be if our quarterback goes down, we'll be good. I wouldn't mind. I think a lot of the good teams have that.
Your Davis Mills, your Mac Jones,
exactly. They'll get the job done kind of guys. And I think Russell Wilson would hurt greatly Cade Klubnik. I don't think it's a terrible signing. I don't know what the number is. They haven't come out with what we've offered. All we know is we offered them. If it's anything like Aaron Rodgers' contract, go to TV, please.
Yeah,
I don't want to offer you $25 million.
I can't imagine it would be that much.
I don't think it would either. I think anything.
I would expect like 10 to 15 at most.
Over 10. I know that's crazy to say. Over 10, I just would rather just play with Cade. That's my opinion.
I guess the only question is really do you think Russell Wilson would be better or worse than Geno Smith?
No,
and I feel like they're about the same.
I don't know. So I will say, last year it was rough watching Geno because he was with the Raiders, but who was he throwing to?
Yes,
Brock Bowers, you know what I mean? Like,
but I don't know if he's
so-
going to bounce back or if he has hit like an age thing. And Russell Wilson did not look good with the Giants either, but he hasn't always been that bad. I feel like you're getting like neither one of them I think is like a superstar guy, but they're both just
the
like
Giants had
okay.
more weapons than
That
the
is true.
Raiders, and he didn't look great with them. He also
True.
started, which means he played with Neighbors before Neighbors went down.
Yes, and
Which
I mean
Neighbors
they
went
had
down very early,
he
so
went
it
down
doesn't
in like
really
game
matter.
2, so
Yeah.
there was a lot of difficulties, a
still
lot
had
of
the opportunity
turnover
to
and
play with them.
tumultuous stuff with the Giants. So there's a lot of factors that go into it. I don't think there's a point to picking up Russell Wilson because it's not like even if you want to view him as the better one, which I'm kind of iffy on, I don't think it's like enough of a jump to warrant having both of them.
Yeah.
And like you said, you have the rookie on the roster. Like why would you not give him a shot? There's like no
Russell's
downside.
for sure right now better than Cade. But
Yeah.
why not give Cade that experience so when maybe next year whoever we draft as a rookie comes in, he may knock on wood he doesn't that doesn't happen where he for some reason gets hurt and now Cade's gonna come in. At least it's not fresh, never played. He's been on the team for a year and just hasn't touched. He's gonna know the playbook, but I think giving him that opportunity to kind of like be like, oh, this is the NFL, because like every rookie comes in and they don't truly realize, oh,
100%.
my goodness. Like you look at Drake May, his first year terrible. Look at him now, MVP candidate. You know what I mean?
And I think similar thing with like Caleb Williams. You know, most guys come in and have to take a second. And some of that's bad teams.
Not
and stuff,
saying
but,
Cade Klubnik's going to come in and be like Drake May. That's not what
No,
I'm saying.
but,
I'm
you
just
know,
saying,
give him a
you let him
shot.
test the water a bit. Is all.
Yeah.
And I think Russell Wilson would be better for us. I don't want him to be. I don't want him for that exact reason. I don't want to be good this year.
Not to mention, I think the only real benefit that you can view would be like if the Jets were on a tear, they're like, 5-2, and then Geno goes down, and you're like, we need someone really capable to slot in. I don't think that's going to happen. So that like, what's the benefit? You know, like as much as the Jets have made some fantastic moves this offseason, I still think they're like a year away. So you're not realistically like fighting for the playoffs yet. If that happens magically and you're like down the stretch and then there's no Russell Wilson, that sucks. But like, I don't think you even plan for that because it's just not very likely with where the roster is at right now. You're in the midst of a like to the studs rebuild. It's going to take a second.
Yeah, it would help him to plan for the future versus just kind of slapping a Band-Aid over it. Just kind of year after year. Oh, we'll just bring him on for a 1-year extension or however, if they do decide to sign him on. These guys said they have rookies in their roster, so why not develop them? Why not bring them up? Why not get them at least prepared for like something might happen, like an injury or whatever, knock on wood. But there you go.
LeBron's potential last game as a Laker and or as a player. The Lakers were bounced out of the playoffs by OKC. No way to say what's going to happen with LeBron. I've seen nothing coming out about like where he stands with it. I think he's got one more year on his contract for whatever's that is worth. It's not a ton because, he's been playing forever. But that would absolutely be the end of an era, an arguable GOAT. Like, that's major stuff. You guys think he would retire?
The way he went, I don't think he would want to retire. He wants that ring so bad that I don't think he will go. If he does come back, it'll probably be with another team, I heard. Maybe he'll go back to one of his older teams that he
he could go back to like the Cavs
go back to
or
his
something,
go back to his roots and play alongside James Harden.
Hilarious.
We'll have 2 James on the team. And then they can promote that all they want. The James, JJ, the JJ team,
duo,
the JJ duo, JJ team.
Yeah, I do agree. I don't think he'd want to because he got close. I don't see him wanting to go out like this. But you can tell that the age is getting to him. He can't run up and down the court. There's a lot of younger guys. He's early 40s. Yeah, I think he's around like that Aaron Rodgers age.
Around that old age. I think if he's gonna play another year, I don't see him uprooting everything and just moving again. He's got his son there. I don't think his Bryce is gonna go to the draft this year. But if he does, that gives him a chance to have all 3 play and be the only trio or whatnot. You know what I mean? That'd be kind of cool.
Put it in your face, brother. How much? I'm putting it in your face.
Oh, I think it's high enough.
I was trying to.
Gotcha.
To eat the mic.
So I don't think, like I said, I don't think LeBron, if he plays another year, it won't be with another team.
I think the Cavs are the only one I could see, just as a like we're back in the hometown.
Yeah,
you know?
maybe. I mean, possibly, but I think he enjoys the aspect of playing with the son and the fact that Bryce James is eligible. I don't think Bryce James is going to play. He didn't play like at all this year. Like I think he actually had like less stats than Bronny did before going to and Bronny didn't have much stats either.
Yeah,
but I think it's just it's Lakers or he'll just be done.
Yeah, I think, like I said, I think Cavs would be the literal only one, and I don't know that he leans super hard that way or something, but I could see the like, retirement tour vibe. He goes back to the Cavs really quick. They are contenders as well. I mean, they just lost to the Knicks in 4. But, they are a contender, so he could go over there and potentially, like, make an impact. I think he's still playing great ball. You could really tell that when, like, Austin Reeves and Luka were out. He was still doing it, but he can't do this forever. Like, when you're going out for sciatica, like, it might be time to put the shoes up. I don't know.
Yeah, usually what ends up happening with these guys that have been playing at a high level, I was gonna make a comparison. Like in soccer, Cristiano Ronaldo, who's played at the toppest level of soccer and for one of the toppest team, like pretty much the Laker version of soccer, the soccer's version of the Lakers. Yeah, that. And what they usually do is that they back down because LeBron is in the Lakers, so what he would do was just leave the Lakers and probably go back to the old team that he started off with before, and that's pretty much what Cristiano did. He went back to Man United, which is a different league and a different country and all that, and so I could see that happening. That's LeBron going back to the Cavs, because I don't. At this point, what the Lakers want is they want to build a team, and keeping a 41-year-old in there.
You just can't plan on him into the future, and they've got so much great young talent right now, but you can't keep paying LeBron what you're paying him and keep building this team, and you can't super depend on him because his role changes so much just because of his age, and he could do so many things, but he can't be your number one guy anymore. He doesn't have the endurance to do that, and he's more injury prone and stuff like that. So yeah, not taking anything away from him, that's my GOAT. Michael Jordan is absolutely a true legend, but we'll see.
Yeah, we can leave the Michael Jordan LeBron debate for another one.
We'll do it right now, actually. Yeah, before I start getting too much into it. But yeah, that's about all I have to say on it. I don't know if you guys got anything else.
No, I'm good. Yeah, pretty much hit all the points.
Some playoff reactions for the NBA. Knicks in 4.
Knicks in 4, baby.
What was it? Spurs and OKC. Honestly, I feel like OKC probably should win, but they're not right now. Spurs are just kind of doing it. Wembanyama's on demon time, so
it's tied.
Oh, it's tied right now? Yeah. So, I mean, it could go either way. I wouldn't put money on either one because, I don't know. On paper, I would have said OKC easy, but it isn't going that way so far, so we shall see. Congrats to SGA for the MVP. I mean, there was a few guys up for it, in my opinion. I was like, it could have been Wemby. It could have been Jokic.
Jalen Brunson.
It honestly could have been Jalen Brunson.
That's just me being biased to the Knicks.
I think he should have been in the conversation, but Knicks in 4. But yeah, that's kind of all I got to say on it. I don't think we've gotten to.
I'll just say this: if we sweep, I don't think I think with how high we're riding, if we sweep, and then go into the finals, I don't care who OKC or the Spurs, so OKC or Victor Wembanyama, because that's all it really is.
Pretty much.
I'm not worried about either one of them.
Can you knock on this wood in 1 second when I say something?
I'm
about to say
go
something.
Ahead.
Yeah, then it's the Knicks for me. The Knicks are going to win the championship.
Heck yeah.
Anything for you, Jaime?
Go OKC.
Bring the thunder.
It's gonna repeat. It's gonna happen. Okay, let's just skip to the finals.
Let's just skip to the finals, honestly. That is kind of where I'm at. I'm like, let's just skip to the finals,
Knicks and OKC. Let's just get there.
Next up, let's talk about the schedule a little bit. We had the schedule videos. The schedule came out. There was a bunch of cool videos. Before we even get into the schedule, you guys want to talk about some videos? Which one was your favorite?
Oh, you start, Jaime.
Oh, I have to. I want to say the Texans, but a little
biased.
But the one that really made me laugh was the Tennessee Titan one.
The Titans are like my top couple. I think I think mine is the Chargers. There was just so many. It's an easy one. It's probably them or the Packers. I just thought theirs were both so fun. So many like little nods and Easter eggs and things. But there was a bunch of sick ones. The Vikings. Who else had really good ones?
The Colts had the Simpsons one.
Yeah, the Colts was fun. The Falcons, their little like Sports Center type vibe ones were hilarious. The the Matt Ryan being like talking to the room and being like, "Get fucking set." That shit did get me. There were some really funny ones.
The Tylers for the Cowboys.
Yeah, the Tyler's one was fantastic.
I think the one that clears, in my opinion, the one that clears all of them is the Jets. No, I'm kidding. Jets one was terrible.
Yeah, this one was bad. The painting
I
shit
actually
did not do it for
really
me.
enjoyed the Raiders, the Step Brothers one.
Yeah, good shit. Good shit.
Undefeated. I first of all, I could watch Step Brothers every day, all 24 hours for the rest of my life, and not get bored of it. I think that's one of my favorite movies. So I think the Raiders reenacting some of the best parts in that movie was hilarious.
Did we just become best friends?
I think we did. Want to go do karate in the basement?
Yeah, I'm down. Talking about the schedules themselves, though, I'm just going to run through the top 5 hardest and the top 5 easiest, and then we can talk about it a little bit. We're not going to get into all 32. I don't give a shit who had the 16th hardest schedule, if we're being honest. For the hardest schedules, at number 5, Kansas City Chiefs. Number 4, Packers. 3, Cardinals. 2, Dolphins. And number 1, Chicago Bears. For the easiest, Colts at 5, Atlanta Falcons at 4, Bengals at 3, Saints at 2, and the Cleveland Browns at 1. And worth noting, these are based off of the win-losses of all of the teams that they're playing against. So some of these are a little bit skewed because, like, all of the NFC South had losing win-loss last season, basically. So anybody playing against the NFC South is automatically going to have, like, 4 easy games on their list. And some of the divisions that were a lot harder, like NFC North, NFC West, like those are obviously going to look a lot harder. But do you guys have any thoughts about those toughy schedules or those easy ones?
Yeah, I'll quickly just jump into it. I personally think the teams that are going to obviously benefit from the most because of the easiest. We'll start with that one. I think the Saints. Showed a lot of promise last year, and I think that they went and added a running back. They went and added a lot of pieces. I think projections show them only being 8 and 9. I think that's a little bit disrespectful. I think they could go and win their division.
Yeah, they're my front runner to win that division.
Yeah, I also think I think we could see the Falcons completely fall and it just be the Saints and Panthers show. I'm a fan of Bryce Young. I think Bryce Young could also kind of pick it up, and they're gonna keep that. They've been adding pieces as well. I think both of them, except for Panthers are on a little bit of a kind of middle of the pack. They're sitting right above 500 on their schedule. I think they could still, show what they can do. I don't think it's the end of the world for their schedule on like certain teams. I think like the top, like we're talking about, the top 5 hardest, top 5 easiest are going to benefit or be affected the most. Quickly to the hardest. I don't think it really matters whether Miami played the easiest or the hardest.
Yeah,
I think Miami,
that one's kind of
I think
hilarious.
Miami is like a 4-team win. I think the Bears, in my opinion, I think the Bears are going to get rocked. I think them losing like their whole defense this year and the fact that they now have the hardest schedule.
That's going to be tough.
I think, in my opinion, that's going to show the most.
Them and the Packers both, I think, are going to be affected a decent amount.
I think the Cardinals suck anyway, so the fact that the Cardinals also have a really hard one, I think that kind of funny.
Kind of the same thing with the Chiefs. I'm like, they're also in a rough spot, so I'm like, having the 5th hardest schedule is like kind of hilarious.
Depending on what happens with Rashee Rice and if he can get out and stop doing bad, that might also affect him. But like, I don't think the Chiefs have enough factor to be able to deal with that kind of strength of schedule.
Yeah, but I will say I think hardest wise, the 3 teams that I already thought were going to be bad are probably going to be pretty affected. But I think the Bears and the Packers will be okay. We're just going to see some hard fought games. I think the easiest schedules are the more interesting part because we're seeing so much change on like the Browns, the Falcons, not really the Colts, but kind of like all of these teams could arguably be competitive depending on how you want to look at all of the changes they've made. Some of these teams made really positive moves in the offseason. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, Browns to the Super Bowl, obviously, because they have the easiest schedule. But I do think that we could see much better seasons out of all 5 of these teams pretty easily. I think the only team that didn't get a lot better this offseason is the Colts. I think they got worse. But the Falcons, like, arguably didn't change a ton, but they changed leadership. The Bengals did spruce up the defense a bit. The Saints, I already think, were on like a great trajectory and just got better. And the Browns changed truly so much that it's hard to predict where that team's going to end up. And all of those are going to have the easiest schedules. So I do think those teams could like make some surprising runs, especially the Bengals. If they get that defense in order at all, like that's a Super Bowl team because the offense is so good.
Yeah, not to mention the overseas games that they have to go to. The time zones are gonna be different. They're gonna have jet lag. They're gonna be while we're asleep, they're gonna be playing, or vice versa.
Yeah,
well,
and there's 10 international games this year. There's a lot more teams doing them than there have been in the past. So that is definitely a big impact on some of these teams.
Yeah, a lot of early bye weeks as well. So it's gonna be like I forgot which one, but somebody got like a bye week on like the 3rd week. So it's pretty much they got a week off early on, and they have to truck on through the whole rest of it.
After that
Yeah, 14 games straight. If you have any hope of playing in the playoffs, then that's just immediately jumping into even more.
You're praying you don't have any of like the Monday night games where then you're playing Sunday.
Yeah.
Or
Monday and then like Thursday or something.
Like Sunday games and you're playing Thursday that next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Eagles play a Thursday game and then they play a Sunday game. So,
Oh my God.
So yeah, they have to get plenty of rest, get their mind focused, and
I don't know if they can do that.
I don't think that's possible. I think it's vice versa. It'd be a Sunday then a Thursday.
I think that's
Thursday
the
to Sunday would
closest.
be the same week, but Sunday to Thursday.
You can do Monday, Thursday, but I think they intentionally don't let that happen.
But I have seen like Sunday games and then they play Thursday because it's a different week, but Thursday and then Sunday is
because that's the same slate. Yeah.
But still,
Games really close together are always tough, and those early bye weeks are killer. You really want that bye week to be in the middle or towards the end, so you don't have like this huge run of games right before you hit playoffs.
Yeah. Should we talk about what we think our teams are gonna do?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Go ahead. Will you start?
So as far as the Texans, they're not like top 5 hardest or easiest or anything. I do believe they have one of the tougher schedules. I think you got the whole list right there. Do you see them? Where do the Texans land? I want to say they were towards the harder end.
Texans are actually not towards the hard end. They have a under 500, a .474. They are the 7th lowest, but yeah, still.
Okay, so we're on the easier end. Last season, I think we were like the 3rd hardest schedule, and we still ended up, having a fantastic tear of games. I think a lot of the division has not gotten better or has not gotten much better. So I think the Texans are really looking positive for a great season. We spruced up the O-line. We cleaned up some offense. Defense got even better. Like, knock on that wood again. Yeah. It's Texans year. It's the Texans year. It's the Texans year. Next.
yeah, we just have to see how that first week against the Bills go.
We're going to sack Josh Allen 8 times. We did it 7 times.
We did it before. We
can
do it again now. Essentially.
We're going to break him in the first game, and he's going to retire.
And then,
he's going to retire into his fucking chrysalis. Anyway, kill that man.
And then we got teams like Tennessee and the Colts in there mixed in. So
and I think the Titans have gotten a lot better. The Colts, I don't know. I think they've gotten worse, and they were in a weird spot last season. Like, I'm not even going to try to predict them. I think the Jags have not gotten, I think they've kind of stayed about the same because they made some good moves but lost some good people. So, I don't see any reason we can't win the division again.
Yeah.
We didn't win it last season, but I don't see any reason we can't go back to winning the division. I think, honestly, across the AFC, a lot of the big dogs are looking a lot more questionable than they used to. So there's a great argument for the Texans.
Yeah, this is our year. This is definitely our year. Jags are going down. Cowboys, who? Cowgirls.
Battle of Texas, baby.
An injured Mahomes. Bro, we got this.
We got it. It's easy. How about the Jets?
Oh man, actually have it's actually funny enough. I have the Jets written down as 6-11 or 7-10, and I'll explain why. There's a couple games where it's guaranteed. Like most of our games are guaranteed losses. Like we're gonna get swept by the Patriots.
Oh, yeah.
So that's not the end of the world. I actually have it kind of written down, but the deciding factor is going to be week 1 actually to make it 6-11 or 7-10. And I think it's gonna be a good game. It's only against the Titans, but it's.
Oh, but that's
enough.
a weird one.
It's the new Jets versus the old Jets, right? So
Yeah.
like you have Robert Saleh, that's now the head coach. You added 5 or 6 guys from the Jets over, which
Yeah.
they're not like no names. You have like John Franklin Myers, who went to the Broncos, did really well. Now is on the Titans. They traded away Sweat to go and pick up Jermaine Johnson. They also got Quincy Williams. Like they went and picked up a lot of guys. So I think it's kind of funny. That, in my opinion, I think
It's
gonna
like a
probably
quiet revenge game.
It is in a sense like a Robert Saleh's revenge.
Yeah,
game.
and
It's
this
really
is-
for all those guys. It's like they're oh, we're gonna go and put
Yeah.
our
And they're going to
yeah.
have a chip. Anybody that was already on the roster will have a chip on their shoulder. You're kind of playing with no game film because you don't know what this is going to look like. Like, Saleh was with the Jets for a bit. He was with the Niners again. But, like, he's one of the best defensive minds in the NFL right now. Having this basically tailored to how he wanted it defense. He pulled guys from all kinds of places. There were people from a bunch of teams that he'd worked with that came right back. Like, I think the Titans could make a very quick turnaround.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if they like slaughtered the Jets, but there's also no way of knowing. Like they could look like a bag of ass out
I
there.
would hate it for a diehard Jets fan. I wouldn't hate it because it gets us one step closer to the number 1 pick.
Yeah, which I think
It's
is kind of the main goal for this season.
such a battle, which is why I think the game that's gonna hurt us the most on giving us like the 1 pick or the 2 pick, because I think we're gonna have one of the worst schedules. I think Miami's gonna fight us for the worst.
Yeah.
It's funny enough. So the Patriots will sweep us.
Yeah,
I think we're gonna. I think
the Jets are better than Miami.
think we sweep Miami. Maybe not. If we lose, it's in Miami.
Yeah.
And then unfortunately, we haven't been getting swept by the Bills, but the game that hurts us the most is when we win Week 18 because the Bills are in the playoffs, so they're not starting anyone.
Yeah.
Last year was different because their win possibly could have given them a chance to be seated higher if the other team lost.
But if it doesn't line up that
If
way,
it doesn't
they're
line
not
up that
going to
way,
start.
they're not
people.
going to start anyone, which is why there's times that we'll go and end up winning that game, and it bothers me. I hate winning the last week because it normally push us back a pick or two.
Like
And
the
if we have
Giants winning the
if
toilet
we have
bowl against the Raiders. It's like, why are you doing this? Why are
if
you
we
fighting
have like the
so
one
hard?
pick and we end up losing it and go down to like 2 or even 3, or like we somehow there's enough teams close enough and tiebreaker wise we drop out of like the top 3,
That's
I would
brutal.
be very upset by it. But yeah, I think our strength of schedule isn't that hard. Let me just double check. I want to say we were we're just above 500, so
On
kind of
the
in the
tougher
middle
side,
Yeah, on the
but-
tougher side, but not like much higher. It's just point it's just barely 0.017 above 500, so just on the north of it. So I think, but even still, our team isn't there. I'd be very surprised if we break over 7. I think 7's our ceiling. Our floor, 0-17. If we somehow
Low
really
key, you're not wrong.
suck.
Yeah.
If we really wish we do suck, but if we like really,
I don't think it'll be
stink
that
it
bad,
up,
though.
No, it's pretty hard. Unfortunately, it's pretty hard to go 0-17.
It really is. There's too many bad teams. Like I do, and it's like anything can happen. So like I'm not expecting a miracle run. I don't think they're gonna go positive. There's no playoff
definitely
run
not.
here. But I would say with all of the upgrades and the changes, I wouldn't be surprised to see like 5-12. I think that's about it. And I don't know if that gets the number 1 or not. We'll see.
Probably not. 5-12 hasn't gotten the number 1 pick in a while, so
Yeah.
it would be a top 5 pick. I'd prefer if we were just safe and just got the 1 pick though.
If we're trying to slot our win loss for the Texans, I'm gonna say 12-5.
Fair enough. Just quickly, to top up, because like no one's gonna talk about the Colts. I will quickly talk about the Colts because we have their pick.
Oh,
The more
yeah.
they suck, the better it is for us. So I will quickly talk about. I hope they have the worst season, and we just can have 2 top 10 picks.
I mean,
But
they have one of they have the 5th easiest schedule, but they also, like I said
have a
earlier,
quarterback.
they don't really. I mean, Daniel Jones, I think he's coming back.
he
but
won't. There's no way. I hate
it's
that
a
argument.
very low chance of him being the
He'll be-
same guy week
yeah.
1. They lost their used to be wide receiver 1 for their better wide receiver 2 to be wide receiver 1. They lost all their picks in their mad dash. Like, this team did not get better. It just kind of moved some stuff around. So I don't see the Colts being good, but it's so hard to say because they still have, like, one of the best running backs in the NFL. They still have a really solid wide receiver. They have Sauce Gardner on defense. Like, they have enough tools that you could argue they should be winning, and they were winning for a while there. So, like, who knows? Maybe Phillip Rivers comes back and they go 17-0.
They should. They should bring him back. It'll give us 2 free games right there. Because we got the
So
Colts
true.
twice. The only teams really worried about Texans-wise is the Ravens if Lamar Jackson is.
Yeah, if he's fully healthy, we have had a really hard time with the Ravens in the past, but we have a much better run defense than we used to. That doesn't always account for the Derrick Henry wrecking ball, but who knows?
He'll fumble.
Hey, he changed the way he was holding the ball. He stopped just like loosey-gooseying it because he realized no one could stop him, but they could just punch the ball out.
Yeah. And then, what are those? Oh, the Packers might give us a
Oh,
hard
yeah.
time.
The Packers are a tough one.
Yeah.
In theory, they fell apart without Micah Parsons last year, so it's hard to say. They also did not get much better in the offseason. I feel like they stayed around the same, maybe got a little worse.
I think y'all just aren't showing enough respect to the Titans. I don't think they're going to be a game changer. I think that I think
I don't think they're.
if y'all have a bad
week,
week,
1-1.
I think if y'all have a bad week, they could sweep, especially in Tennessee. I don't think Tennessee would steal a win in Houston.
Yeah.
But I think Tennessee could possibly. I think if y'all go in with the mindset of it's just Tennessee.
Oh yeah, no,
I think that
they
could
could
be
easily
really bad.
I
But
think we
Colts
trade
won't.
games.
I think Jags y'all might trade one.
Yeah.
Depending on how the Jags are playing, they did lose their running back. I don't know who their backup running back's going to be or who their starting running back's going to be anymore. It might be the backup from last year, but
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
the
our
Titans-
division, it was one of the toughest last season, but I think a lot of the teams just didn't improve enough, and the Titans
No.
are still a question mark.
yeah,
So
Titans are very question mark. But
I do
if y'all
think
go
we
in
trade
with the
games
wrong
with them.
Yeah, but y'all unfortunately Texans sometimes play down to their opponent's level.
Yes, they do. We have a very bad habit of like falling apart against not great teams, so it could very easily happen again. But I think especially if we're on like one of those hotter streaks and like things are really clicking, I feel like we would decimate the Titans. It's just how they come in. If it's on like a negative vibe or we're coming in like feeling too good, then we could easily drop a game. I think this Titans team is a lot more of a threat than expected, especially if they're having like a bunch of close losses and we come in there and we're like, oh, they're like 0-4, like very easily could drop that game.
Nah. It's the Titans. They've been last since I was in diapers. Like they're never
Didn't
gonna
they make the playoffs like in the 10s?
Did they?
I think
doubt
so.
it.
I don't know. I don't care enough.
Titans never done anything memorable. I'm not worried about Titans. Not worried about the Packers. Not worried about the Eagles. The only one I'm really worried about is the Bills.
I'm not worried about the
And-
Bills. Ironically, I'm less worried about the Bills than I am the other ones you said.
The Eagles? You worry about the Eagles? They just lost AJ.
No, I said I'm not worried about the Eagles.
Saying no.
Oh, well, they haven't lost him yet. They're going to. But they haven't lost him yet. And the only problem with the Eagles is their fucking messy-ass locker room. If they ever clean that up, that is still one of the like most talented rosters in the NFL. It got better this offseason again. They did lose some good pieces, so like arguably it didn't get better. It stayed around the same. But like I always take the Eagles seriously. I think their locker room is the only thing that holds them back right now. And maybe A.J. Brown leaving is good. I don't know how much it doesn't seem like they've prepared enough for if he goes. So when he goes, low-key. So they could be a mess. They could be better. I don't know. But I would take the Eagles very seriously. That's one I would circle. Packers, I think it really just comes down to like where they're at. I think the Packers can be one of the best teams in the NFL, but they have fallen apart whenever injuries start happening, and they didn't get much better.
Yeah,
I think we
it's in
roast
Wisconsin.
Josh Allen. We've beaten the shit out of the Bills so many times. Like we seem to just have Josh Allen's number.
Yeah, we got him. But it's Josh Allen, Superman. So
It is Josh Allen, but it's week 1. He's not warmed up yet. He's fresh out the chrysalis.
that is true. It is week 1, but nah, the Bills are definitely going to give us a tough one. If Tony Romo comes back for the Cowboys, then we're going to lose that one.
Yeah, that one's tough. If they get Tony Romo, which I know they're talking to him, right?
Troy Aikman decides to come back as well.
Oh my God! Yeah, they get both of them back on the roster for a fucking world tour. The boys are back in town. All right, you guys want to talk about some fucking way too early power rankings?
Way
too early.
Hey!
It's
Who wants
never
to-
too early.
You guys want to go round robin? We'll start at 10.
Yeah, we do 10.
All right, you want to go first?
I'll go first. I'm gonna throw in a quick honorable mention.
Oh, I do have some bubble teams as well.
Perfect. I'll just give one. I only have one real bubble team I'm really thinking about, only because of strength of schedule, and that's the Saints.
Yeah, I do think that's fair.
I think the Saints easily could jump up. I think with their strength of schedule, and like I said, I think their team's really good. They've added good pieces that they've needed, so I think they could easily be a team that is fighting for like the lower half. Like I don't think they'd break 8, but I think they could fight in the 8, 9, 10 kind of range.
I think that,
So-
yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But 10 for me right now is going to be the Niners.
Okay.
I think I think the Niners are, you can never truly count them out. I know like last
No
year just-
Salah,
yeah.
and they still have that
They haven't
power
had Salah
plant.
in forever though, man.
They
It's
had him
just
last
like-
season. And they still
Oh,
have the
did come
power
back.
plant.
No, I'm not, but like yeah.
Mike Evans is going to hurt his
Forgot he
hamstring.
to go back there. I remembered him being a head coach with us, and then I thought he never went back down from less than head coach.
Yeah, I think that's the
Yeah.
biggest reason they held on last season. Not to take anything away from Shanahan because he's a
But
maniac,
their
but
injuries have always hurt them. I think.
and
if
I
they
just
can-
don't see any
if they
reason
can
that would
s-
improve.
Yeah, you're right, but I think if they can just stay healthy, you can't count them out. That's why I'm putting them at 10. That's my
fair.
opinion.
That's fair.
So that's what I'm going to stick with.
Jaime, who you got at 10? Or bubble teams if you got one.
Bubble teams. Let's see. I really like the Giants. I'm just going by who I really.
That's
am
fair.
feeling.
It's way too early. I do have the Giants as a bubble
Yeah.
team for me too because I could see them sneaking in.
I don't hate that.
Yeah.
If Neighbor stays healthy,
Yeah, if the team stays healthy, they have so much talent and so much change right now that like it's so hard to predict that one.
Yeah, I really like the Giants. I'm feeling something from the Chargers
Okay.
a little bit.
I think they narrowly missed my bubble.
I feel
They
like
were
they're-
on my list for a little bit.
Yeah, I
and they
feel
kinda
like
bounced
they're
out.
nearly there every time.
Yeah.
They just
But
need that
with the
little
new
push.
OC change, spruces to the O line, could see it.
that's you at 10.
No, my 10 is the 49ers.
Okay, we got another Niners. Respect. I do have a few for my bubble. I got the Cowboys, the Bills, the Giants, and I put maybe Jags.
You have the Bills.
I do
at
have
your
the Bills
top
on my
10?
bubble. I think the Bills got worse, and I think they were bad. I think Josh Allen should be in the top 10.
Where did they get worse?
They didn't get much better.
They did. Okay, so they're playoffs.
Yeah, because of Josh Allen. I think Josh Allen is probably third on my power rankings. I think the Bills are like 14th.
But they didn't get worse. They made playoffs. I think that's crazy.
I
But,
think
hey,
they
yeah,
changed leadership. I think McDermott was holding that team together with fucking duct tape and dreams. He is gone now. They have a new coach. I don't see that getting any better. They didn't make the defense better. They didn't get Josh more weapons. This team is not any better, and it was already bad. It's just Josh Allen.
It is just Josh Allen, but Josh Allen has proven year to year that Josh Allen can do it.
I just think he's one injury season away from not being able to hold it. I think this is a bad year for the Bills.
So who's your 10 then?
My 10 is the Packers.
Okay.
I know I did talk about their strength of schedule and they fall apart at times, but they were last season when they were on their hot streak, they were one of my Super Bowl contending teams. I think if they're playing up to their potential, that is a Super Bowl roster, but they have had a tendency to fall apart with injuries. But they have Josh Jacobs, great running back. Jordan Love is a extremely talented quarterback. Great wide receivers. If we see a Matthew Golden breakout, I could see him easily becoming their wide receiver one. They did lose Romeo Dobbs. Fuck him and his big ass head. So now Matthew Golden can
Giant
finally
helmet,
break out his
bobblehead.
big ass fucking head. That defense is very good on a good day. Micah Parsons is required for that good day, but I do think this team could be top 10. That's why they kind of snuck in. I almost didn't include them, but they were kind of fighting with the Chargers for my 10th spot, and I ended up there, and I didn't feel like putting the Chargers in the bubble.
Fair. Yeah. Do we want to snake this and you pick 9 as well?
Yeah, I can do 9.
Yeah, go ahead.
My number 9 is the Bears. I think they did get a bit worse, but I think we did see a lot of breakouts from players. Ben Johnson is an evil scientist when it comes to plays, and they did make some improvements. They lost a lot of people, but they did kind of clean up some issues. So I feel like it's just one of those miracle teams that you can never count out. So I got them at 9 kind of apprehensively, but I think NFC North is going to end up being the top team or the top division this year. So I have a few NFC North teams on here.
This guy likes the North, apparently.
He's like the whole
North.
Yeah. I thought you were from the South.
Hey, this is my unbiased list.
All right. For number 9, I got Aaron Rodgers. Just Aaron Rodgers.
Interesting.
What?
Aaron
This
motherfucking Rodgers.
is gonna be his last hoorah. I wanted to put him on the list.
He's not a team.
Huh?
Is that your you got Steelers at 9?
Yes, the Steelers.
Fascinating.
Hey, spicy.
That is spicy.
It's a hot take for sure.
That's a hot tamale. Muy caliente. I have nothing else to say.
Yeah, no, me neither.
I respect you and your takes. Steelers aren't
I
even in my.
respect you. I don't know if I can respect that.
I don't
take.
know if the Steelers are in my
I
top
actually-
20.
I'm gonna actually put Ravens at 9.
Okay.
I really want to just hate them because of what they did in the offseason. We spoke about this on our last podcast, but I can't. I think if Lamar can stay healthy, Zay had a Pro Bowl year last year. I think they didn't lose really any big pieces. They didn't. I don't know if they've gained anything big either.
I mean, they got Trey Hendrickson. They did lose
Well, yeah,
Tyler
yeah,
Linderbaum.
yeah,
They
yeah,
did
yeah.
lose some stuff and gain some
they
stuff,
like
but
gained and lost equally.
yeah, they're kind of
Yeah,
evened
they
out
did it-
right
yeah.
now.
So, but they added different pieces, so maybe they can bring in at least a center that will do what he needs to do. But then adding that edge, I think edges are the most important thing. I used to fight that edges weren't, and then I sat there and watched after the last couple of years, Will Anderson and Daniil Hunter just go stupid, and I'm like, okay, maybe edges are a little bit more
Yeah,
important
I
than
mean,
I thought
pressuring
they were.
that quarterback just forces so many
I used
mistakes.
to think I would always want a top 3 quarterback over a top 3 defensive end, but I think that has strongly shifted for the fact that I think y'all have out of your both y'all's ends are top 5.
I don't know if I'd put Daniil Hunter top 5.
No,
Will Anderson
his
Jr. is
stats,
definitely
though-
top 5. Daniil Hunter, I think, is top 7.
I think it's close enough to 5.
You're not wrong. I mean, I think we're maybe the only defense in the league with 2 edges that are that high up there.
And then I ended up putting the Lions at 8. I think again they didn't lose anything, and they were. I think that they're kind of gonna have that year that everything goes together like it did when they made that huge playoff push for the first time in forever.
Yeah.
So I think they're gonna have that going on. I think Isaac Tesla, who's their wide receiver 3.
The dude that keeps just
the white dude that keeps getting the one-handed touchdowns.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna. He didn't have a ton of yards, but he had 6 touchdowns last year. So I think if they just implement him just a tiny bit more, and he'll do the same production, if not a little bit more, with Jamison Williams, and they still have Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yeah, best running back in the league.
They have the best running back in the league. They have Sam Laporta, top tight end in the league. I think they have.
It just comes down to health, like the Niners.
Yeah,
if they stay
100%.
healthy,
For sure. So that's why I put them there. I think if anything, their offense is gonna be better for the fact that if they implement Isaac Tesla, now that he's not a rookie, he knows the playbook a little bit better. They'll trust him a bit more because he proved that he's not getting all the targets, but he'll still get those points for him.
Yeah.
So I put him at 8. I think that's a fair spot to put him at. So
I respect that.
But
Yeah, he actually beat me to it. I was gonna put the Lions at 8 as well. Crybaby Lions and their excuses. It's just every year is oh, we lost, I'm sorry, and then just tears, and then just the waterworks. It gets me every time because I'm just dude, you have the resources and the players to do something about it, and it's just frustrating watching them play. If we had the Lions from 4-5 years ago when they were Super Bowl contenders, and I'll probably put them up a little bit higher.
Crack it.
He cracked it.
Yeah, I mean, they're a question right now.
Yeah.
I agree with everything y'all have said, and you can't just be yeah, they're cracking into the top 5 because they did just have such a down year. But this is the same team that went to it wasn't the NFC Championship, but it was like one before that or whatever, I think, the year before. And then that was the Commanders' miracle run. So, like, you can't count them out. I think they have truly so many weapons. I get it. At 8, I have the Ravens for all the reasons that were already said. I mean, you can't count out a Lamar Jackson healthy. You can't count out a Derrick Henry when he's healthy. Zay Flowers is, like, not the textbook wide receiver one, but the dude is exceptionally talented. I think Jesse Minter might be, like, the crux of what was necessary to just change up this playbook and, like, get things going. Lamar had his best years, at least 1 year. I don't know. I don't want to think. But, like, Jesse Minter unlocked Lamar Jackson back in the day. I definitely think that could happen again. So I do have the Ravens at 8. And then at 7, I have the Lions for all the same reasons. This is a lethal team when they're healthy. If they can stay healthy mostly on defense, there's no reason they can't be like a Super Bowl caliber team. They just got to stop practicing with like machetes or whatever it is they do, because they be having like broken bones and like busted jaws and like injuries that aren't supposed to happen in football. They're like war injuries. They're like, yeah, we lost a guy from the defense because he lost a leg today. It's like, what are you guys doing at camp?
Anthony Richardson losing his eye almost.
Yeah, like, what is happening? What are you guys practicing? And I will say a quick story. Amon-Ra St. Brown talked about some of the Eagles players came over after their Super Bowl year, and they were like, you guys practice like full pads, full intensity? What the hell is wrong with you? And I was like, yeah, what the hell is wrong with you, dude? This is why you guys are always fucking busted up. Stop practicing like this is game time. Like, you guys need to chill out a little bit. But if they can do that, like, Lions are going to be a menace.
Let's see. For 7, I want to put Green Bay in this top 10. So I'm going to say Green Bay.
I respect that.
The team with the many holes. And
it's kind of cheesy of you.
yes. You have my
I thought it was Gouda. Continue.
You have my Parmesan to continue with the joke.
Hey, tell me when. Oh, this dude's trying to cut the cheese.
Just cut this whole thing.
I think that's on my cheese puns. Go ahead.
Save a slice for this guy.
As you can see, y'all see Grayson, he's real sharp right now.
There we go. We got him.
All right. My 7? Yeah. My 7, same thing. Funny enough, I put Packers there as well. I then, even though Grayson put him outside, I put the Bills at 6.
You mean Josh Allen?
The Bills.
Now, Josh Allen is an NFL team, unlike Aaron Rodgers.
That would make more sense.
Yeah.
But if I put Josh Allen at 6, that would make more sense than Aaron Rodgers.
100%. I thought about writing down for my bubble teams Josh Allen, not the Bills, because I was like, that's what it is.
Again, I said it earlier when he talked about them being in the bubble. I think Josh Allen has proven in and out. It doesn't matter who gets hurt, who's healthy, who's the president, who is fighting who or anything like that. He's going to show up and he's going to go and get them the wins when he needs to get them the wins. So I put him at 6. And we'll go from there. We'll see what you guys have.
That's just a theory.
A football theory. Thanks for watching.
Don't leave. We're still talking.
EA.
Let me finish.
Okay, where are we going?
You got it. What is this?
Yeah, we're going to 6.
6, yeah.
6. I'm going to slide the one with the bear arms right here. Bears.
The Bears.
The Bears.
Respect.
Yeah, enough said. It's the Bears.
Honestly.
I really like Caleb Williams and Ben Affleck should, or Ben Johnson.
Ben Affleck should play Ben Affleck should play Caleb Williams in the movie. Confirmed. Breaking news. Ben Affleck to play Caleb Williams in this NFL season.
Batman as head coach.
Where's the end zone?
Rachel,
Give me my touchdown. Give me the ball.
ref, you gotta be kidding. Rachel.
Where's the penalty? In 6, I got the Patriots. I know they were a Super Bowl team, but they had that miracle run with an easy schedule, and it's still a great team, but I think they have only gotten worse in the offseason on top of having a lot of nonsense off the field going on. I just don't think they're going to have nearly as good of a year, but I think they're still going to be like contenders pushing for playoffs. I just don't think this is a Super Bowl team right now. And then at 5, I have the Eagles for the reasons I've already said. Most talented roster in the NFL in so many ways. This team is insane. If they can figure out how to love each other, then they should be great. I do have some concerns about the wide receiver room when/if they lose A.J. Brown, but knowing Howie Roseman, he's got a plan. So you can't count him out. I put him right smack dab in the middle at 5.
Yeah. Who do you got at 5?
Cool. Was it 5? No, I'm at 6.
Oh, you're at 5.
Yeah, we just did 6.
Oh, we just did 6.
Yes,
we just did 6 people.
Yeah, we just did 6 right now. I'm doing them right now.
Easy. Don't put 3 in a row.
He's looking at the teams he's considering.
Yep.
No, I got 6. I thought we were at 5.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna slide the Eagles at 6.
Good choice. I like it.
Yeah, I couldn't leave them out. And
K2 is moving the
and I don't
Eagles
want
to
to put them
5
any
right
higher,
now.
so they're going in at 6 for me. I love Jalen Hurts and
You just did 5?
Yeah.
So you have the Eagles at 5.
Yeah.
right. Eagles at 5 because this guy kept saying 6. So
6
yeah.
is in the chat. Coming from the 6. Shout out Drake's new album.
Eagles at 6.
Iceman, Caleb Williams. I brought it back.
I will do so I'll do my 5 and then my 4. I have Broncos at 5.
Damn, that's a
I
little
think
low.
It is a little low. I don't know.
I don't despise the take, but I do think that's a little spice.
I feel like they did really good last year. I feel like the teams I have above have proven that they can do really well. This is almost like their one-off year. Like they'd have to prove to me again that they can go and get as far as they did. Would they have made the Super Bowl if Bo Nix didn't get hurt? Probably. Honestly. Like there's no doubt about that, but I think they'd have to prove it again. If Bo Nix can come out with the rest of that team and just ball, I think next year you could argue that they're for sure going to be in the top 3.
I have 2 words I'd like to throw your way. Jalen Waddle.
Yeah, I don't think that's
all I have
end
to say.
all be
Continue.
all. I mean, I think he's going to do really well with Bo Nix. I think Jalen Waddle finally is a quarterback.
True. True that.
Yeah, he got a big gang sign throw over there with Tua, so I think he's probably
Tua was throwing up. Never mind. I'm not going to do that. My bad, y'all. My bad. I'm going to apologize. My bad. Continue. Next. Someone else.
And then number 4, I put the Rams. Rams gonna Rams is all. I don't. Maybe that was a little
also
high.
low.
I think maybe that might have been a little high. I don't know what Puka's gonna do.
He's gonna catch the ball 50 times and get
but
300
Puka's
yards.
having one of those off seasons. You don't know what's gonna happen. To
True.
him. He is. Everything that could go wrong in an off season is going. But
You're
besides
not wrong.
the fact that he's not being charged with like murder, like
True.
That's like the
Knock
only,
on wood right now, because my man's has been going through it. He's been biting people.
but he's at everything else. I mean, the one big thing that happened was just his brother stealing the NBA player's card. But like, that wasn't him, luckily.
Yeah.
But like, still, like that's close enough. Like he like I will see. I mean, he just seems like. He's not taking hits where it's CTE, but I feel like he's showing kind of signs of like an early Antonio Brown.
He was just roughhousing, dude.
He's just new boot goofing.
Yeah, he's just goofing. He's just goofing.
For that reason alone of the unknown of Puka, I'm gonna put him at 4.
That's fair, because I will say my biggest complaint about the Rams is that it goes like Puka, Devontae Adams, and then like literally name the next wide receiver. Good luck. Granted, they have 50 tight ends, but like, who's your wide receiver 3?
Let's see. Where are we? 4?
Yeah.
4 is gonna be Aaron Rodgers for the Green Bay.
Damn. Okay.
Nah,
Interesting.
I'm just pulling y'all's leg. I had the Ravens at. I was here's the thing: it's either the Ravens, the Bills, or the Chiefs. Because I was thinking about each of these three teams has like their star quarterback, and I'm over here thinking of what could be possibly be the better quarterback of the three.
Lamar Jackson's the best quarterback in the NFL.
I do love Lamar Jackson. But Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes, and then Bills are the Bills.
He's like the same fucking age as Josh Allen.
Are they?
Yeah, they're both like 30.
Let me see real quick.
No, stop. No, give it back. Give it back. I don't want to hear it.
One's main thing is running.
Josh Allen's other thing is running.
Josh Allen's main thing is having the best arm in the NFL.
No, he runs like constantly.
You do not compare.
He does a
quarterbacks.
10-yard tush
The-
push.
The fact
doing that at 30?
The fact that no. Josh Allen's main thing is he's got the best arm. Lamar's main thing is he can run and he has a decent arm. Josh Allen can throw crazy and still run.
Lamar Jackson has multiple games with a perfect passer rating.
Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I'm sorry. He'll throw like 2 times that game. Go on.
Yeah.
Look.
Lamar Jackson is the most athletic out of
Thank you.
the two.
Athletic, not the best quarterback.
Yeah, I agree with that. The best quarterback, no, but he is athletic. He's up and down the field. I'll give him that. Is he the best quarterback? I don't know about that because he does miss a lot of games, and like he said, like his main thing is just running around. Is what I usually see. Josh Allen is the team, so he has to do everything. He's out there running. He's moving the ball by himself. So I guess I would put Josh Allen above Lamar Jackson for sure. So yeah, we do agree.
Are you done?
Is that mental sync? So
I
I'm
need the
gonna.
mic. That's
You're
nice.
gonna take both mics?
Yeah. Lamar Jackson is the best quarterback in the NFL. He does a lot more than run the ball.
Wrong.
He has the most games with a perfect passer rating of any quarterback in the history of the NFL.
He throws it twice that game.
You can't throw it twice and get a perfect passer rating. You have to throw it X
throws it-
number
okay,
of
sorry,
times, and I
3
don't remember
times.
what it was, but it was like
He
10
does
or
it
something.
3 times.
I won't hear the slander anymore.
Go ahead and just
I'm
pick your
changing
top
my
4.
list. At 4, I got the Ravens. At 3, I got the Ravens again. At 2, it's the Ravens, baby. And number 1, my Super Bowl team, it's the Ravens. At 4, I have the other bird. I've got the Seahawks. I think they got worse, and they lost their defensive coordinator. So I don't think they're gonna be. I think they're gonna be great. I don't think they're gonna be as good. At number 3, I have the Broncos. I think this team literally just got better. They lost like no one, and they got a fantastic wide receiver one. I see no reason that they can't push for a Super Bowl. Above them, I have the other AFC team that's better than them, the Texans. Best defense in the NFL. I don't think that's like even a hot take anymore. It's like that's what it is. Fixed up the offense quite a bit. That's still a question mark, but this is a way too early power rankings. If we're assuming that the offense is just okay and not turning the ball over constantly, this is like an unbeatable team, damn near. Like, that defense is absurd. This is a historic defense, in my opinion. Like, this will go up there with some of the best. And then number 1, I have the Rams. I think if Puka is out, or Devontae Adams breaks a leg or something, then the Rams are looking a lot worse. But they were right there last season. They got better. They made aggressive moves. I hate the Ty Simpson pickup for their Super Bowl chances, but I still feel like this is a Super Bowl team. And that's my ranking.
Nice. Yeah, might as well get it out of the way. Broncos at 3, Seahawks at 2, and Texas at 1, baby.
Let's go!
Yeah, I can't argue with that. I just quickly, Ty Simpson I think was a great pickup.
I like the pickup. I hate the spot. I really think that for a team that needs to win now, this was like an incorrect move.
They could have gone They could have gone like another wide receiver. That's fair. I can agree with
that's
that.
my argument more
Yeah.
so than like I think the Ty Simpson pickup for the longevity is a fantastic
Yeah.
idea. It's just if you want to win today, like he's doing nothing for you.
Fair. My top 3 are going to be the Patriots. I think even though they made the Super Bowl last year, I think they're going to fall off a bit just because one, strength of schedule. They had the easy schedule last year.
Yeah.
So I think that played a part. They played two teams that were above 500 last year. So like they had a great year. I don't think they're gonna have that same year. I think they're gonna be a top team. I think they're gonna be fighting the Bills for
the division. Yeah,
the
I think they're
division
gonna
for sure.
like be pushing as playoff team.
I put Seahawks at 2, even though they won last year. Again, kind of like what Grayson said. I think that losing Kenneth Walker is going to be the biggest thing for them, in my opinion. I think it doesn't really matter who they brought in. Kenneth Walker just balled, and then in the Super Bowl ended up getting the MVP.
Yeah, and Zach Charbonnet is a great running back. But I don't think he's the same caliber.
Yeah, but I know he got injured at the end of last year, so we'll see how he comes back this year. And then at number 1, I also have the Texans.
Let's fucking go.
It's crazy to say. I'm from Houston. I'm not a Texans fan, but it's one of those things where when the Jets don't make the playoffs, the team I root for the most is the Texans. I have to. There's not another team I can root for and be like, oh, that makes the most sense for me. I'm from Houston. I have to root for the Texans. So in a top 10, I'm not putting the Jets. I'm not an irrational Jets fan. I put the Texans. I think they got all their pieces back. They only added. They didn't. I don't know if they lost anyone that really mattered.
I think they only lost stuff from like the offensive line and some like wide receivers. Like
no,
they lost wide receivers and stuff.
They only lost the pieces that didn't matter.
Exactly.
They gained players. They gained O-linemen that were better. Like y'all's O-line sucked last year. Let's be real.
The O-line was bad, terrible. And we traded off basically everyone that wasn't helpful.
Y'all got rid of the guys that didn't matter.
Better,
and then your defense got better and stayed the same though. Like I mean, like y'all kept y'all's biggest pieces. That's all that matters. Like whether y'all added other little smaller pieces that are gonna help in the grand scheme of things. I think the fact that y'all kept the 7 guys that have been carrying that defense, and you extended them for a couple of years. I think so. I personally think Texas. I'm gonna put them at 1. They also don't have that hard of a schedule. They have under 500 schedules. They have in NFL. Looks, it's going to be an easy schedule compared to what they had last year, which was a lot harder. So we'll see. I mean, they're going to win the division. I don't think a team's going to stop them from winning the division. And if they can stay healthy, and I think if CJ Stroud doesn't fumble it, literally and metaphorically in the playoffs.
And I will say,
then I think they'll be all right.
I mean, I'm a biased fan, but the pictures of like him working out, he shaved his head. Basically, he like cut the braids.
He also lost a ton of weight.
He lost a bunch of weight and put on a bunch of muscle. The dude looks fucking huge.
He looks great. I will say he looks like he's like, oh shit, I didn't get my contract extension yet, and I just watched Will Anderson, who was my draft teammate, who got drafted in the same year as me, get his contract extension. Like, where's mine at? Oh wait, I gotta go fucking earn it. I have to now prove it this year on my. I think this is last year, right?
This is his
5th year or fourth
year.
Okay.
So we did
he'd
extend
have
for
one
the
more
5th,
with his contract with the option, but still. So he has this is his 4th year, where before his option, where they may not pick him up if he has another.
They did pick up the 5th year option.
Oh, did they?
Already,
okay.
Yeah. So
then
they will have him for another year, but this is a prove it year. Like the next draft, if he's bad, they're going to look for a quarterback.
But here's the thing, though, y'all's team is like the reason why I have him at number 1 is. Y'all's team proved that even if he's doing bad, y'all can win games and bring y'all to the playoffs. Like, so I think even still, if he sucks, I don't think y'all would have a quarterback draft spot.
True.
Y'all would have to trade up.
But we've shown we're willing to do that. Like, I think they would. But I do agree. I think, honestly, the only way CJ Stroud, again, knock on that wood, please, that he can fuck it up is if he has, like, an 8 turnover game. Because if the defense is balling out like they do and it's truly just gotten better, then like you just have to make enough mistakes that
if it was another 8 turnover game that was in the playoffs that led to y'all getting kicked out, yes. I think if it was just a game that like y'all lost in the regular season but y'all still made playoffs, that wouldn't be the deciding factor. But if if he for sure like blows it where y'all now don't make playoffs or y'all get kicked out because of him, might be some talks on who they're gonna play. But even still, doesn't really matter. Y'all team proved it last year that y'all can literally carry just on the defense. If y'all score 2 touchdowns, it's almost wraps. Like that's one thing I will say about the Texans defense. If the offense can score even a couple of times and never score again for the rest of the game, if they have a 2 possession lead,
That's kind of
Chalk it up. Put the one
Yeah.
on y'all's win tally.
And
'Cause
the
they
defense
proved it
scores
the whole
like
year.
almost every game, damn near. Like against the Steelers, we sucked on offense. The defense scored 3 touchdowns, I believe, and one of
Yeah.
them got pulled back maybe, and then we like immediately got a field goal or some shit. Like we've shown that just because the offense is completely fumbling the bag, the defense will still just.
You
win
know what
the
that
game.
reminds me of?
What?
My high school football team where we averaged more defensive touchdowns than offensive touchdowns a game.
On one hand, that's tough. But
Hey,
on the other hand,
shout out all my boys out there who scored more points than their our offense.
God, that must have been the
We still
worst
lost
locker
most of
room.
our. We still. I mean, we still sucked. But
But you know that defense was in the locker room being like, y'all get your shit together.
how are
Like,
we
what
scoring
are
more?
we doing? You gotta be kidding me.
It's game time.
All right, you guys want to play a little game before we end it up?
I think we play a little game time. Who wants to start?
Okay, we're gonna be doing credit limit. We got $15 to build our perfect NFL player. We got some categories here: speed, strength, football IQ, height, potential, position.
I will say, a lot of people go and give more money to make it a little bit easier. Our producer gave us $15 for 6 rounds, so they may not be the prettiest. We may have like one $5 round, and the rest are going to be like where we pick and choose. But
yeah.
I think $15 is going to make it tough, but also make it enough where you're like, that for the money they had is going to be pretty decent.
Yeah,
Like,
I think we
pretty-
can put
pretty-
some
pretty-
stuff
yeah.
together, and we'll see how it goes. You guys ready to get rolling?
Yeah. You want to start, or you want? How many?
Yeah,
you
you
wanna
guys
start?
want to snake it, or what do you want to do?
I think we just go off of just pick your position. I think we just all go our own thing. I mean, however you want to do it. You want to just do snake, where we all then pick, and now the next person can't pick that same dollar, or
Let's do individual, but we'll snake it.
sounds good. All right. Go
Okay.
ahead.
So starting out with position, I'm gonna go $1 running back. Let me get a pencil actually, so I don't forget how much money I got. Pass me that. Pass that. Pad.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna go with a $3 for the down end, down low defensive
end.
end.
Down low.
The down
Let me ask
low
you this
end.
though: Does that mean I can't? Does that mean I can't?
Do we
pick
want to do
running
it
back?
that way?
We can. That just really screws them out, which is fine. I'll do that.
Yeah, let's do it.
No.
You
You're
said
good. It
I
wasn't
screwed
you.
him
It
up.
was running
Yeah.
back.
You know
That's
what?
fine.
Let's do it that way.
No, that's fine. I'll go $4 wide receiver.
Okay. We got a little wide receiver action.
Yeah, I'll do $4 wide receiver, and that's gonna screw me up. So I'm gonna have to take a second to think about what I'm gonna do. That puts me at $11 left. I'll go 4th, 5th round wide receiver for $3.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's.
I mean, Puka was 6th, so
Yeah,
like, you know.
here's my thing. I don't think that truly matters if the rest of your stuff is good enough.
Yeah.
You know, so like I'm not gonna put him as a 6th or 7th. I think that's a little too low. But for $3, a 4th or 5th round, if I can get the rest of it cooking, I think I'll be alright.
I respect that.
Yeah, I agree. A lot of the good players got picked on the fourth and fifth round. So I'm going with that. $3. So I'm up.
Well,
at
he already
6.
picked it. You can't pick that one. You gotta pick something.
Oh, I can't pick it.
Yeah.
Oh, we're playing. Should I go first round? No, it's too expensive. All right, I'm gonna go $2. 6, 7 round.
Okay. We're undrafted, baby. $1 undrafted. All right, for height, I'm going deuce spawn. This man's 5'6". That's another $1. We're up to $3.
Okay, I got $5 left. If I do,
Yeah, $10 left.
yeah, I'm $5 in. I got $10 left.
Yep.
I'm looking ahead to see how much I need. 6. Okay, so I'm gonna go Geno Smith on this one. So another $3.
Okay.
I'll take. Here we go. This makes it even easier for me. I'll go Jalen Hurts for $2. Bring me down to $6. And then football IQ. I feel like I can go cheap here because our list. So just so y'all know, because like we don't have. It's not going to show up for you guys, but for football, we'll start doing it now. For football IQ, we have $5 for Tom Brady, $4 for Peyton Manning, $3 for Ray Lewis, $2 for Kirk Cousins, and $1 for Jason Kelsey. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Jason Kelsey is a steal.
Yeah, no,
Jason
he's
Kelsey
a steal.
going down as first of all one of the greatest centers of all time.
Yeah.
I am okay with Jason Kelsey being there for $1. So I'm gonna take Football IQ for $1. I think that's a steal, and that leaves me with $5 left.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna create a beast of a man for this one, so I'm gonna go with Ray Lewis.
Ooh. Oh yeah. I mean, you got defensive end Ray Lewis. Ooh.
Yeah, and then I'm just gonna tag team here and go with JJ Watt on the next one. So it's gonna be a JJ Watt.
This man, he's jumping ahead. It's fine. You can have JJ Watt. It just makes me sad. It's okay. It's okay. I'll let you have it. Pass me the pencil.
Skip your turn though, man. You gotta
That's
wait a
my
little
turn
bit.
now, but I do need this pencil.
Yeah.
Let's see. So you grab Ray, J. Okay. I've only spent $3. I got a lot of money left.
Stupid, dude.
Ray Lewis was taken. I kind of wanted that. I'm gonna go. You grab Jason Kelsey.
Yes, I did.
Okay. I'm gonna grab Kirko Chains for $2. So we're up to 5, baby. For strength though, we got Aaron Donald, Myles Garrett, JJ Watt, Gronk, and Marshawn Lynch. We're going Aaron Donald, baby. Full 5.
Wow, that leaves you with how much money left?
That leaves me with $5.
Oh my
So I'm gonna go ahead and do my last one. I'm picking the cheetah. I'm taking
for $15.
Yeah, for $15 even.
You did because you went 1-1-1. Oh, I hate.
I had a
this guy.
plan. I had a
1-1-1,
plan.
and then he went $2 and then 5. Oh my
So-
gosh, 5-5. Wow.
And on our list for speed, we got, what is his actual name? It's not the cheetah.
Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill. There we go.
Go ahead and, just-
Jamar Chase, Derrick Henry,
Yeah.
Sauce Gardner, Kenneth Walker.
for the fans, just for our viewers, go and list all 5 of the.
Oh,
things
for
you
sure,
picked.
for sure.
Yeah.
So at position, we got a running back. He went undrafted. The man's height, 5'6". This is Deuce Vaughn's height. Football IQ, we got Kirko Chains. Strength, Aaron Donald. Speed, Tyreek Hill. This is a menace. This is an absolute
That
menace.
is gross. That is gross. All right, I'll let you go ahead and pick. You only have $1, so you only got one choice.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna recap real quick. So I picked defensive end for $3. He went 6th, 7th round for $2, and then he's Geno Smith's height, which is like 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah, somewhere around there. Yeah.
Around there.
Good size.
Yeah, definitely a good size defensive end. And he has the football IQ of Ray Lewis
Defensive guy.
Yep.
and the strength of JJ Watt.
Defensive guy beast.
But he's slow as a brick wall with Kenneth Walker for
That's not too
$1.
slow.
Let's not.
Yeah,
don't
let's
fully
put
disrespect
respect
Kenneth.
on his
I
name.
think you definitely made a very good end for Kenneth. Well, you got to remember, it's Kenneth Walker's speed on an end.
Yeah.
It's not Kenneth Walker's speed as a running back. Is he the fastest running back? No. Is he
But
fast?
if on the defensive
on a
end,
defensive
that's
end,
pretty damn speedy.
You have a guy who's running what? He probably ran in the 4.4s if I had to guess.
I don't know.
I'm
but
going to
that
assume
would-
as a running
that
back,
would
he
track.
probably was 4.4, around 4.4.
Yeah.
I think as the end, that's huge.
Yeah,
There are
100%.
faster ends, but
He's
you know,
moving though.
We only have $15, so bear with us. I ended up spending just a quick little recap. I did $4 for wide receiver. I did the 4th or 5th round. Won't matter because of how great my guy is. I went Jalen Hurts height, so good sized wide receiver. I mean, like,
Yeah.
I could have. Besides the $1 I wasn't gonna do, so I get a 6-foot plus guy
Yeah.
at wide receiver. That's every other wide receiver, so that's
Pretty
great.
much.
I went Jason Kelsey, football IQ. He's
Absolute
center.
steal.
He's got to know the whole offense, and he's one of the greatest centers that will probably go down in history. So huge steal at $1. I went Marshawn Lynch's. Oh, did I do?
you haven't done
I
that one yet.
Oh, perfect. I went Marshawn Lynch strength at wide receiver.
Okay.
I think
That's
solely
pretty damn
on.
good.
I think solely on the fact that I was able to, or I went wide receiver, and he had the one rumbling, stumbling run that showed everyone how strong he
Beast
is.
mode, baby.
This is where he went crazy against the Saints. I'm gonna take his strength because I think if a wide receiver could do that, sheesh. Let me just tell
Yeah.
you, sheesh. And I'm gonna wrap it off. I have $4 left. I'm gonna go Jamar Chase
Woo.
speed. That I don't know. I feel like we all made good guys. I don't know.
Who do you think had the best pick? You tell us in the comments. We'll debate a little bit here.
I'll be honest with you. I don't know if I can put you as the best guy for solely the fact you have Deuce Vaughn's height.
But think about it, for a running back, that's smaller little lanes. He's a
oh,
little more
you're right.
injury prone for sure, but with
he's
the
gonna be
strength
like a
of
faster-
Aaron Donald
he's gonna
and
be like
the
a faster
speed-
Maurice Jones-Drew.
Yeah, like he's gonna be throwing people off of him and speeding down, but like no one can touch him.
4.2 speed at 5'6".
Exactly.
Wild. And who'd you take at strength?
I took Aaron Donald.
Oh, jeez.
So-
Never mind. I think you might have won it, dude.
I think this is a true menace to
I
society.
think we all made it.
I think he went
Dogs with what we
undrafted
had.
purely because of his height,
He's
and
a
that
Deuce
like the
Vaughn, damn
potential is like
I
whatever.
think Deuce Vaughn would have gone undrafted if his dad didn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Wasn't the
So
coach for the
if I saw this running back, I would be like, oh my god, this dude's a
I
fucking.
think we all made B's.
tank.
Should we all try to see if we can just draft them all right now for our teams?
Yeah,
I mean, I'd be okay with getting a wide receiver that
honestly, if we
that
gotta.
had Jalen Hurts' height, Jason Kelsey's smartness, Marshawn Lynch's strength with Jamar Chase's speed. Hey, sign me. Hey,
If we had a running back like this
Omar
on the
Cooper
Texans,
Jr. Is that you? Actually?
yeah, honestly,
I'm
low
sorry.
key, honestly though, yeah, no, this I think we all made, and your defensive end sounds crazy. That much strength and speed. I mean,
The
the dude's
strength
big.
of the,
like,
imagine JJ Watt with the brain of Ray Lewis.
Yeah.
That dude would be a menace on the field.
Are we just gonna? I think everyone's got the big pieces that make it like. I don't know.
I think we nailed it.
I can't choose. I'm gonna just say I think it might be just a 3-way tie.
I respect that.
So that's my opinion. 3-way tie.
Let us know what you think down in the comments. Like and subscribe to support the channel. We love you. We appreciate you. We will likely be back next week, but if it's a bit of a slow week news-wise, we may take it off. We'll have a much more consistent schedule once there's more stuff going on, when the season's like ramping up or we're in season swing. But for right now, we'll kind of play it by ear. But we love all of you. You especially. Hey, I know you got a notification. Take it off. Hey. I love you most. I love you most.
But you won't kiss him?
And with that, I'm guy number 1, Grayson.
I'm guy number 2, Jaime.
And I'm guy number 3, Kyle.
Thanks for cracking with us.
Night, guys. Cheers.
$15 was actually
Deuces.